folks, it's the 2nd of March 2020 and I thought I would give you a little tour of our under the stairs pantry. Now this is an area we developed last year. This was actually, believe it or not, a toilet, and it had a big wall back here, and it was just it was a toilet in here, like a disposable toilet. So we thought it would make a really good pantry, and we store a lot of our food, a lot of our grown food in here. And starting just on the top shelf here, we just have a variety of different seeds and herbs from the garden, you know, an awful lot of stuff that we've picked in the wild. You know, here for example in front we have the sweet fern, some beech nuts, some wild roses, so there's a bit of a mix going on down there. And we also use it as an area to stock up on some items that may be on sale in the supermarket. I mean, obviously you guys who follow the channel know that we try to be as self-reliant as we can, but you can't make or grow everything. So we move on to the second shelf here, and again it's just a selection of different herbs and vegetables. I have dehydrated greens, yarrow, oxeye daisies just in there, and some of my wild, you know, flowers. So curly dock, nodding sedge, and as you can see with some of them we do use them, but with the curly dock that won't be until fall of this year. But some of the things I do need to get using up. I do have some solace mushrooms in here that were picked on our property and then dehydrated. So, you know, as you can see, the shelves are quite full. And moving down to the nearly the last shelf here, second one up, we have our honey stores, homemade jams, more vegetables, dried vegetables, carrots, cabbage, carrots, artichokes just here, more celery, a couple of squashes, and then right down on the bottom shelf again it's just a selection pack of different vegetables. We have some canned carrots, just behind the mushrooms here we have some canned potatoes. So really it's just a collection of things that we make, that we preserve, dehydrate, can, and you know, we have a whole heap of garlic here. Now the other reason why we like to keep a pantry of this size is it also gives us peace of mind if something happens or we have to have an extended period of time at home. Some would use the word preppers, and I suppose in a way we are preppers. You know, you never know when something's going to happen. You know, for example, you know, there may be a pandemic, there may be a reason to why everything just grinds to a halt, and we have to stay at home and have that time where we need to rely on the foodstuffs in our pantry, in our freezers, in our fridges, and have a way to deal with that if we have power outages, which could happen in the case of a pandemic to the levels you just cannot foresee. So that's why we dehydrate a lot of our food. You know, it's shelf stable and it will keep for over a year. These are some carrots that I did the other day. And, you know, it gives us peace of mind that not only do we have produce to get through the winter period until the next growing season, it gives us peace of mind that if we need to stay at home for any particular issue that's going on in the world, then, you know, we can do that. And I think what we're also going to do is go through some other preparedness things that you may want to consider or you already do. So we will be back with that. Okay folks, in order to keep a well-stocked pantry you need to have the means to grow, and here is our vegetable and flower seed box, and as you can see it's absolutely chock-a-block with a variety of different vegetables and flowers. And what we try to do is grow medicinal and edible and flowers that are wildlife beneficial. For our honeybees is very important, and also for certain species. As you can see here, I have milkweed, and that's extremely important for monarch butterflies. So not only do we grow, you know, edibles, obviously we do the medicinals, and we do things that's going to benefit the wildlife around us as well, and our honeybees. So yes, folks, I do buy seeds. Most years I do buy in seeds, but this is a one-time purchase, and these are some of the recent ones that I have bought. And we do always go for heritage or rare breeds, and from these I save my own seed. So eventually I build up a very good seed bank. And seed banks are extremely important, as mentioned earlier, in times when we may need to rely on these reserves. If there is a pandemic, or there's going to be some sort of predicament in the world where we're going to have to come back to a seed bank. And even in the colder months, we can use some of these seeds to produce food in our house. And what I've done here, as you can actually see, these are quite trimmed down because we do trim them every couple of days, but these are actually peas. And there's some old pea seeds that I had saved in 2018. And I just planted them in here and thought, you know, if they grow, they grow. And they actually did really, really well. I have 2 trays of these. And every couple of days we just simply pinch off, as you can see here, we just pinch them off and then they grow back, so you have a constant supply. Now, it doesn't give you loads of food, but it would be a supplement to your diet. So it's really important, even if you have no garden, to try and actually keep some, you know, seeds, so you can grow in a box, or you can grow in a container in your house or on your windowsill or anything like that, because it really, really does help. And as you can see in the back there, I do have some sweet potatoes that are starting to root, and I do have some in some compost just down the hall as well. So this is really good to have, and it secures your future for quite some time to be able to have a good seed bank like this. You know, and again, it gives you the peace of mind that you're not going to be unable to do anything at all or grow anything if the shops, for example, suddenly have no food in them, you know, because there's situations where that may arise.
So, carrying on from our last video, this is some of the stuff that we've accumulated in our pandemic preparedness as a just in case. We have some children's ibuprofen and acetaminophen, obviously as a last resort for fevers and stuff like that. Vitamin C, they're doing trials in China at the moment with IV vitamin C as a treatment, so lots and lots of that if you start feeling sick, and just a regular dose I would reckon would be good. Vitamin D, vitamin A, selenium, some zinc. We also have some deep immune, that's helps your immune system booster up a little bit. Garlic, that's a natural antibiotic and immune booster, as is onion as well, same family. Oregano oil, we always use that if we have sore throats or anything like that, it really helps usually. Some homemade echinacea tincture, and I also got a bit more in the stores just in case. We have our own colloidal silver, which we make at home ourselves, there's a video on that as well. Some of our own raw honey, some manuka honey. I find that really helps with sore throats and stuff as well. And we got some of this as well, quercetin. And this is in no way endorsing any of these brands, this is just showing you what we personally have accumulated just in case. So just if you're wondering about ideas, maybe this will be some help. So, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like, subscribe. Bye.